finally, this is going to be a real update video because I finally heard from Ricardo and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Week 2 was good. There's some good moments and some good, not bad moments, but like moments that they were like sad, but not sad. I'm really bad at describing things, but I got mail from Ricardo and I tried to film me reading the letters, but it didn't quite come out as I wanted it. Check right here. So as you can see, I was really emotional reading the letters, so I couldn't really film as much as I wanted to. Yeah, it was just, I just was not in a good place. I was so happy to hear from Ricardo. Don't get me wrong, so happy to hear from him. But it was kind of one of those things where like, it was nice hearing from him to know he was alive at least, but it was bad knowing that, like, it made me feel so bad. Not feel so bad for him, but like, I felt sad that he missed the kids and he missed me and he missed his family. So remember, basic military training is 8.5 weeks. So we are done with week 2, but they count his first week, which is that half a week, as week 0. So 0 week is done, week 1 is done, week 2 is done. So this is the recap from week 2. In week of training 2, it says they basically learn the Air Force history, Air Force organization, core values, career guidance, which Ricardo already told me he doesn't know what his job is, which is fine because that's, we already know from like watching videos and like kind of just learning more about it that he won't know his job till like the 6th or 7th week. So I'm already expecting that. And so career guidance, basic situational awareness, personal hygiene, physical training, recruit living area appraisal, weapons familiarization. Weapons familiarization. Oh my God, I can't talk. Weapons familiarization. Familiarization. Wow, I really can't talk. Envelope that had 4 stamps had my paperwork to get my military ID, and it had the paperwork for our insurance. So I have to get that settled. And then the other 2 envelopes, which are these 2. Okay, so this was 11/3, and Ricardo's sisters and I sent him mail probably the day after we got his address. We got his address on Halloween. We sent him letters on Halloween. So they were probably shipped out the next day, and he still had not gotten them on November 3rd, which is like crazy to me because you would think if we got his letters 4 days, he should at least get our letters within a week. Basically, I feel like it was weird that he didn't get our letters, but it's fine. But hi, baby girl, I'm finally writing my first letter to you. I'm sure, or I hope, that you've already written, but we haven't received it yet. So it's Sunday and I'm actually sitting outside of chapel service right now because I volunteered in front of the training flight to be the chaplain guide for my flight. So he volunteered to be the chaplain guide for his flight, which is amazing. I'm really happy he did that because I know how much like service meant to him. I know how much like relying on God during this time is basically giving him strength to go through with like, not go through with the Air Force, but like get through BMT because I'm sure it's so hard over there. And then he just said, I really miss you guys. I'm just here listening to all of the worship songs that we like from out of service, and I just want to be home with you guys. I knew what BMT was going to be like, but I didn't know I was going to feel like this. Week 0 was horrendous. really haven't slept much and they really expect 110% of you every day. The only thing keeping me going is knowing that you guys will be there for me at the very end. Also, my bed is the top bunk and it's the absolute worst. I'm facing the light through the window and the blanket feels like a welcoming mat when you walk in. And my shin splints are already here. We've marched so much already and we need to wear our backpacks everywhere. I always think about you guys. I think about our kids and how much you have on your plate. I miss sleeping with you, listening to music, going on coffee runs, going to the gym, any and everything. I miss Owen dancing to Osuna and Aiden laughing as I tickle him. This really isn't fun, but other wingmen in weeks 4 and 5 say it gets better. They say things are harder, but you feel better after a while. I am just a hot mess, and I don't even recognize myself in the mirror because they're bald, and he's never had, like, besides like short haircuts, he's never, I mean, obviously he's never been bald, so it's crazy. My MTI is pretty cool. He yells and stuff, but he is more human than the other MTIs thus far. He also drinks cold brew and salted cream cold foam, and it kills me. Laugh out. Miss my coffee for sure. Although the food isn't too bad here, they just make you chow, so it really doesn't allow you to enjoy it. If you take too long, you will get yelled at. Anywho, I'm doing okay, boo. This is the first day where I actually feel happy. Singing these songs, the worship songs, reminded me so much about you, and words can't express or even come close to how much I'm saddened by being away from you guys. I cannot wait to hear your voice when we get our first call. I want you to give Aiden and Owen the biggest hug you've ever given before, and do it for me. Tell them how much their dad misses them and that he's doing his very best to be able to graduate on time and so we can all be reunited. The days feel extremely long. You're waking up, all you hear is get up, 15 minutes to shave, brush your teeth, get dressed properly and lined up. Showers are at night. They're 15 minutes and it includes getting dressed, brushing your teeth, and change. Brushing it, I could not read that. He, like, towards the end, he kind of got sloppy. Not sloppy, but it got really tiny. And changed. In bed. Life here is no joke, but I also know you are fighting your own battle at home. I love you. I can't wait to hear from you. Despite the crappy week I've had, I'm going to keep pushing through. With much love from your husband, Kyle. Kyle's like his nickname that he's always had growing up. I just always call him Ricardo when I'm on video or like when we meet new people, just because I feel like only his really close friends and family call him Kyle. But 11/7, he told me, "Hey love, I cannot tell you how good it felt to hear my name get called at mail call. That he was so excited when he saw my name. Keep them coming. Most guys are nice here, but some are just taking life way too seriously and are grouchy all the time. Jelly that you were at Brian's wedding. Hope you had fun. How are the kids? How's Benji? I really hope blank can come through for us." So that I don't want to share with you guys because that's actually a surprise. I mean, it is a surprise. I mean, I don't know. The whole thing is a surprise. So I will share a video later on what the surprise is, but basically just know there's a surprise coming. They feed us so much here, and I met a friend who works in the kitchen. She's an older woman named Maria, and I speak Spanish to her. And that's funny because I can just imagine him doing that, because when we would go to Chipotle, it's always happened at Chipotle. When he would go to Chipotle and he saw someone there that spoke Spanish, he would be like, "Dame un poquito más," like, give me some more. And they would do it, and I'd be like, you sneaky person. She's an older woman named Maria, and I speak Spanish to her. I also sing reggaeton as much as I can. Showers suck. 51 penises all up in your face. Laugh my ass off. Everything here is timed. Showers, lunch, dinner, everything. I'm so exhausted every single day, but it's hard to fall asleep. I can't wait to get my first call. Cannot wait to hear your voice again. I miss it, and the kids as well. I got the letter from my dad, and it was so nice. It made me tear up. There are a lot of bright individuals here at BMT, and the Air Force is actually pretty tough to get into. PT isn't too bad here. We have it at 6 a.m. every morning. Time seems to be going faster, thank God. I've been praying a lot. I pray at night, I pray before I eat, and when I'm marching. I have to say we march everywhere, and it's extremely tiring. Time is running out for me to keep writing, but please keep writing. Please tell everyone. It really helps. Love you so darn much. Your husband, Gaia. 11/10 Sunday, first day of the second week of training. My love, you're my world. It is Sunday again. I feel tired this morning. I undoubtedly underestimated how challenging BMT has been. I still don't have a job and won't know when. We got to go on our first BX run. I purchased some cough drops and index cards. I saw the Starbucks in there and OMG, they have my favorite holiday drink, chestnut praline, so good. And then he asked me, he's like, have you been driving a lot? How is taking Aiden? Does Owen still ask for Ozuna? Is he still in diapers? His sister was like, I think he lost track of time because he only left like 2 weeks ago. Owen is still in diapers. I miss home so much and I'm trying to keep positive. Need to trust God and his plan. It's going to take long for you to get my letters, but please don't stop writing me. Do it every day. I don't care. I miss your beautiful face, dear. Love me always, your hubby. And then he wrote like a Bible verse in the back. So yeah, those were his letters. I mean, I've probably read these letters like every day since I got them, either in the morning when I wake up or at night. That's the end of week 2. Week 2 had its highs, had its lows, was not as bad as week 1. I think I'm just trying to like take those little wins when I can, and getting mail this week was a win. Knowing that he's alive is a win. Knowing that week 3 will bring a phone call is a win. So I know that week 3 I'll get a phone call. Don't know when, don't know what time, because it's basically just up to them. And the surprise I have for you guys is gonna be really good. I cannot wait. You guys are gonna freak out because I'm already freaking out. And I just decided this like maybe 2 days ago. Like 2 days ago? I had thought about it since Thursday, and I decided 2 days ago. Yeah, Saturday. I had like mentioned it to people, and I asked, not people, but like my family, and I asked like a couple people, and they told me what they thought, and I was like, all right, I'm doing it. And you guys will find out what it is. Stay tuned. If you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe, thumbs up to like the video, and leave a comment if you have any questions. You know, like I said, I'm an open book, and I will definitely share with you guys.